who you want to forgive and who you don't want to forgive. I ain't forgiving it. He done this and he done that. And that ain't all. If I had my pistol, and there you go. See? And this is where the world is now. This is where we are now. So let me tell you something. You are controlled by spirit. That's what it gets. That evil spirit, and then that spirit of God. You get into that spirit, you're going to do what it's got control over you. You're going to do it. When you make up your mind to get baptized, you're going to get baptized. If you want the Holy Spirit, you don't care if you do get down there saying, Jesus, 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 Jesus. You'll do that if you want it. You know, sometimes people walk in the bank, gonna rob a bank, and don't have no gun, take the play gun, and go in there to rob a bank. You got some nerve in you. They do it. But the same thing, if you want the Holy Ghost, you'll get it. So, if you don't believe, you ain't ready for it, you won't get it. And then you're going to keep on going through life and sour grapes, mad with everybody, because that church down there done told them. Every time I turn around, they got the doors open. And so you have a problem. And guess what happened? Y'all got verse 59 there? Read that out loud. I want y'all help me read it. And what they did. See what they done? Jesus had to hide this stuff. And they got the truth. Not just like that now. You make people mad now, you got to start hiding from them. And then they shoot in your house. See all them babies in there, and they shoot in the house. And we done got to that point. There ain't nobody saying nothing. You don't have to live like that. Amen. You know? And the Lord teaches us to pray, said, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Right. And you have to forgive in order to receive forgiveness. And if you don't forgive people, you start selecting people, then you might well quit praying. Because you selecting people. Oh my God, you can't select people to forgive them. God sent them down. He's the one directed them down into Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar was just carrying out an order. When they got down there, God told them, you go ahead, tend to your business, plant the gardens and eat, do what you want to do, but I'm going to afflict you. And that's the way it is now. God will afflict us, and ain't nothing you can do about it. And I'm the first one here to tell you, ain't nothing you can do about it. I met my wife when I was 17 years old. Nobody told me when I get 73 that it was going to be like this. Ain't nobody told me that. Because if they had told me, I'd been gone. But you didn't like that. Amen. They did all that evil. God called them evil. And then they going to send you down to Babylon. I'm going to afflict you down there, but I'm going to take care of you. So the Bible tells us many of the afflictions of the righteous, God delivered them out of it all. Amen. And you can't get away from everything. Ah, glory. And you can't select what's going to happen to you. Right. It's impossible to do it. Right. If you see it coming, you're supposed to duck. That's common sense. Mm-hmm. But you don't know what's coming 5 years from now. Mm-hmm. You need an investment. The best investment you can make is Jesus. Amen. All that other stuff. That man, whoever it was, I don't know who won the $500 million in the lottery. Boy, they run to them stores to 7-Eleven to get the tickets. Where you can't eat it. You got to have an egg sandwich. Somewhere you're going to have a hog or a sheep to go in your stomach. And then when Al Capone find out you got it, he's going to be looking for you. All them Capone's gonna be living. And your relatives. Oh boy, every single one of them. I'm good. Child, I got a big family. So all of them gonna be looking for you. You got nothing, now you got another problem. You got that $500 million and Al Capone and all his boys and all your relatives looking for you. You can't even pray. You down pray. Hey! Yo! Hallelujah. And now, days and time, he said, follow peace. The Lord's not going to change that. It doesn't matter what's happening on the scene. You got to try to follow peace with all everybody. Right. All men. Right. Is anybody in here born close to 42? Nobody but me? All right. Oh, have mercy. There was a storm that come through Bartow, Florida, Polk County in 1949. Rose a great big tree over by the house. It didn't fall on the house. It was huge, oak tree. And this white man came up in his 49, brand new 49 Ford, had a thing called a rumple seat. And he reached over into the seat and threw out an axe on the ground. I was there babysitting, 4 of them under me, 5 up there, and told me, he said, tell Joe to get that so-and-so tree off my house. The tree wasn't on his house. And he threw that axe out there, axe back like that, to get that big oak tree off his house. So we had to leave there when the dark came. And I grew up in it. Racism. Emmett Till. He and I were the same age. Emmett Till. When they threw him in the river. Killed him and threw him in the river. Dragged him behind the car with the clothesline wire. Hallelujah. And some ugly things. But guess what? God allowed that to happen. He could have stopped it. He allowed it to happen. He had a reason for doing it. And in the end, he's going to prove out why he did it. It's not up to the world to change what God said and how God does things. He told you to follow peace. That's all you do. And you have to pray to have peace. Pray without ceasing. You got to be praying all the time. Something's coming at you all the time. Bills, children, work, something coming at you. How you gonna stand? Got you done all to stand what God said. Stand. That's what the Lord said now in Ephesians. After you've done all to stand, stand. That's for every single person in here that go for these children. You got to keep bringing these children to church. Encouraging them to come to church. Faith come by hearing. They're going to hear something 50 years from now will guide their life and keep them out of prison. It is 50 years from now. But if you don't do nothing, slope it, just let it go on. You still mad by what they done back in 1956 or whenever? Won't nothing be accomplished. Anger worketh not the righteousness of God. Being mad at somebody, that's going to get you in more trouble. Amen. And we got to learn how to control your temper. And then teach it to these children. Your children not supposed to see you cussing all the time. What you think they're going to do? They're going to eat some of the same sour grapes you eat. They're going to be mad all the time. Mama told me. They're mad, you don't talk to them. Can't live like that. You see. So Jesus told them, said, before Abraham was, I am. You got mad with him and took up some stones and we're going to kill you. Well, Jesus was destined to die because he had already said In Jeremiah, the new covenant, he's going to do a new thing. Now, they hadn't even thought of that. They're going to kill him. And then he said, Father, what did he say? Y'all know what he said? Forgive them. They don't know what they've done. They don't know what they do. That's what Jesus said. So you're going to have to work with that. There's nothing I can do about it. Come in, holler and scream, tell you about some of them situations I had. You got to be glad. My dad told me, he said, get out them britches. I ain't going to be putting them britches. I bet it too. Y'all know Jack James Farm, they ain't got nothing about no, they ain't have no law like that. Well, the Bible said, well, he ain't gonna die, just let it get with it. So here I am. Y'all be 74 in November. Then I've been hollering at y'all and worried about North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. I got to hurry up and get there. I got to overcome all these problems and get to those states. See? God's people need me. The Lord loves you. Oh, y'all know that John 3:16. I'm just a servant. Go there to St. Matthew there, what he said. There were 10 virgins, there were 5 were wise. Remember, there were 5 foolish. Right. And that's the way it is there. I've been around church people and they bring up certain types of conversation, you know, to promote them. And child, I went out there this morning. He preached a whole hour. But where did he take his text from? I wasn't into all that. Yeah. Yeah, in those days, they shall say no more. The fathers have eaten the sour grapes. The children's teeth are set on them. That's taken away. We're under the new covenant. Man must be born again. We got to start new and start practicing. It's not easy. Your blood pressure and all that whole black folks eat, y'all, our blood pressure already up. It's ready to take off. We eat that barbecue all the time, every day. We get our hands on it. So your blood pressure already up there mentally. Some of us on medicine, right? Yeah. They don't take much to get you mad. I'm closing my Bible, I'm cutting off, letting y'all know I'm about to sit down. You know. So we got to go from here. The Lord has prepared for us to go from here. And you heard me today. You heard what I said. And you got to deal with it. You got a responsibility now to have character. There's nothing wrong with good character. You don't have to act, use all that word. There's other words in the dictionary besides the word for you down there. Right? And their character, yeah. Jesus had character. Mm-hmm. And he wanted them to be like him. And I've given you, I've made an example that you should do as I've done to you. And Jesus, he opened the eyes of the blind, he was kind, he let them walk. He gave them counsel, he talked to them. That's what you should do. And you got to know something, have something. Do you know him? It's our title today. But do you know him? In action, not words only, but action. That's where we are. I want to pray for you. We got a long way to go. We got a lot to do. Isn't it wonderful? It's a good thing you don't live 800 years no more. That's a fact. That's true. That's why the Lord cut it down. He got it down now. He make 80 and 90. Some of us get a few years over 100. Cut it down. Can you imagine this society today living 800 years? And we get everybody, see like, Esau and Jacob. He was ready to kill him. He got out of town. The devil have a lot of running out of town. Let us stand. I wanna pray with you.